$405 and Libby.
$410.
$410. There are the four bids. The
poetry, nigga. Most of you rappers be born that nigga. I'm feeling like fuck a feature, my nigga. If you ain't speaking money, don't speak to me, nigga. History will always remember a king. You speak on my name, I got soldier for days. If you fuck with my niggas, you fucking with me. It's Russian roulette if you know what I'm saying. I got a bad bitch and she know she a queen. She talk like a model, her makeup on fleek. She fucking me good, so my pull out is weak. She get what she want and she get it from me.
Yo, we back, y'all. Episode 4. We got with just Relentless.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna call you Relentless.
Appreciate it. That's my name. What's up, bro? How you doing?
I'm doing swell, my good brother, man. How you doing? You got all this black?
It's beautiful. Black is beautiful.
You black.
I'm beautiful. You see how it ties into each other?
How you doing, bro?
Great, man. Life is good. How you living?
I can't call it, man. You know, trying to talk to you. You busy man.
Music can do it to you.
And your work schedule. Yeah, your work schedule too.
It's trash.
How did you do music? What did you probably try to do music with that shitty ass work schedule you had? Cause it was shitty enough trying to get you to do other things.
It's just times where I would be doing other things that were less important. I didn't do them, like watching Netflix or something. I could be spending this time writing a verse down, writing a hook, listening to beats, something.
So you force yourself to make music? Or you don't like just
now. From when I first started, I had to like force myself to do it. Really, it wasn't that I didn't like it. It was just like stop procrastinating on it or stop making excuses of.
Well, so get it done.
Yeah, like I'll start on a song, I wouldn't finish that song, so it was more like stop doing this extra stuff that you're doing and put your time into finishing the song. You got half the song done, finish the other half.
So you won't do it like a song in a sitting? It don't work like that?
Sometimes it does. Drip. When I wrote Drip, it worked like that. It was a city.
It was like, so walk me through your process. Like, so how long it take to make a song? Do it depend on like how deep the song is, or?
For me, like, that's one of the hardest things like that I noticed, because even speaking to other people, other artists, just that first process of learning how to write songs quickly. So, or at least getting a hook down or something down. So for when I started out, it was hard to do that. So yeah, I can't speak on like just getting the song down quick. I can't speak on how other artists do their process, but for me personally, that was my first biggest task of getting a song down quickly. Instead of working on one thing it depends on the setting as well. Instead of working on one thing, like if I'm in the studio ready to record that day, get my verse down quickly so I can go to do more things. But like if I'm at home at night by myself or something, I'll spend that extra time on that song.
So you essentially rush yourself?
No, I'm not rushing myself. Not at all.
Or put yourself on like I guess.
It's not rushing you. You're better, and for me personally, I'm bettering myself to get a better pace. Like I understand now that I gotta be able to go to the studio, get my verse up, get it recorded, go to the next song.
So you go in the studio with your verse already written?
Yeah.
Or you write it there?
Yeah. I have been in the studio and wrote a verse there.
What verse?
I didn't record. I haven't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that one out. Yeah.
Word. So let's get to the root of it.
Mm-hmm.
You make music. This process has been ongoing for how long? When did you start? When did you like really dive into it?
As in recording?
No, music in general. Wanting to do it.
It was middle. It was like in the elementary school, going into middle school. So I was making that transition, and my cousin, that's like, my mom got me a computer. Got more access to the computer and stuff. My cousin taught me about LimeWire.
And niggas used to watch porn on LimeWire.
I just went to but he taught me about LimeWire, Frostbite.
I remember Frostbite.
And that's when the iPods, the little colorful ones, black, blue, silver and stuff. He had got one.
The minis?
Yeah, that's it, the minis. So I wanted one. I had to get me an iPod. And then once I got one, he showed me how to take the music and put the music on.
From LimeWire
to iTunes, and that's when it grew from there. But that was like middle school. That's like my favorite mixtape at the time, Crazy. Lil Wayne, what was it? It had to do with Mardi Gras, excuse me.
Mardi Gras.
Yeah, Mardi Gras. It was
Mardi
like
Gras Wayne?
Yeah, that was the name of the mixtape, and I love that mixtape.
And that's what got you.
So it got me started. After that, I started writing poetry. Just a young kid writing poetry. I don't know what I was talking about.
So like, why though? Like, were you just playing around with stuff? Like, why music? Why
I like the whole rhyme behind it, like a person taking words and making them rhyme to tell a story. Essentially, I like stories. Like, I would write my own books and stuff. It's crazy because I liked a whole bunch of like writing things. I would try to write my own little novels when I was younger and stuff, but the thing that really stuck with me was writing poetry.
You just write poetry?
Mm-hmm. I haven't done it in a while, but that was the starting point for me, the poetry.
That's crazy. And you just...
I write the poetry. I remember middle school, I write the poetry and I give it to the girls.
That was your way of shooting your shot?
Yeah. I had more confidence in writing a poetry verse to a girl than
that's crazy.
just talking to them.
In the poetry verse with, do you want to be with me? Yes or no?
No, I ain't ended like that. I try to
Circle one.
I check the box.
Check the box.
No, it didn't end like that. It was more just me being witty with it, kind of like showing you I like it, but I ain't got the balls enough to ask you.
Oh, that's weak. So you wrote a poem that could potentially be trash.
All my shit it was good, even my early shit. That's how my mindset was.
Right.
Like I said, I had more confidence writing poetry.
So how did you? So since you say that you was good, quote unquote, good at writing poetry, because me personally, I never read any of their poems, so I'm not gonna say it.
Okay, yeah.
So, how did you know you was good at it? You quote unquote felt you was good at poetry, so that made you good at rapping? Because I know rapping is not like anybody can do it. I feel like you're actually pretty good at it. That's why I asked. Like, how did you know?
I was good at rapping when I really sat down and I wrote. I sent it to y'all boys. I never put a messy freestyle. I wrote a freestyle called Messy Freestyle.
You used to send us stuff all the time.
Yeah.
I don't remember that one though.
I wrote one called Messy Freestyle, and that's when the light hit. Like, okay, you got some talent at this. I'm not the best right now. I could change some stuff, make it sound better, but you got some talent at this. So, and you like to write. It transitioned from writing poetry to, okay, they say you write poetry with a beat. Let me write a poem with a beat behind it. And then it was like, okay, let me stop playing around and write a verse.
So that's how I got started.
That's how I got started.
So that would be how you started the whole, as far as the writing process and getting into. So how did you start as far as actually putting the track down? You know what I'm saying? Like how was all that? Cause I know this. Yeah. I know it was new for you.
Yeah, my first time. I still have my first ever recording. I got a video of it in my phone. My first ever time, and it wasn't. I ain't got the money to go to no legit studio. But my cousin has all the equipment we need to make music. So we set his living room up. He brought his computer tower out, plugged it up to the computer, to the TV on the wall. Yeah. Plugged it up to that, and I recorded it. And my opinion, it's terrible. My opinion. I think it's terrible, but I'm so hard on myself I grade myself, and I'm so hard on myself, but that shit was terrible. Cause it was like his system, like I've learned how his studio worked, and I wasn't rapping on beat. It was hard to keep up with the beat. The flow that I do now, I was trying to do it then, but I didn't know how to do it. Beat. Yeah, I didn't know how to do it. Running out of breath.
Yeah,
But that was the same time where I had to. Right, I wrote that verse while I was there. So I didn't write it before.
So how many verses did you have that sounded like that before it started? Like, were you getting discouraged?
No.
Yeah, I'm sure you knew. You said you knew it was trash. So
yeah, no, that was the tipping point to where let's really take it seriously, because after that I wrote the Messy Freestyle. His older cousin, it's just something about people when they tell me I can't do something, or like they doubt my talent. And his older brother wasn't doing it, to make me feel bad, just being honest with him.
Yeah,
he was like, I said, I'm gonna be better than you. I was talking to my cousin Rob. I'm gonna be better than you. He was like, I don't know about that, bro. Got a long way to go. But for me, I seen that first part. I don't know about that is, oh, you doubting me.
Doubt.
So that's when the serious part of me really took root. Like, about to prove you wrong.
Okay, so you got serious. Oh, I'm finna show this nigga. So you put out your first track. What was that feeling like? To actually
was
like officially put something out, because you put something out that you could get paid for. So like based off the number of plays and listens that you get, streams, you could get paid off it. So how did it feel to actually put out something that you could get something back from outside of people telling you, oh, it sounds good type thing?
It was love-hate relationship. Because, like I said, I'm the biggest critic of myself. I grade myself. So like I put that out. I had Porch wrote, that wrote, and then I had a whole separate song wrote. Well, I still got the hook for that song. I just never used it. And I didn't go with Porch. I went with that one.
You went with January?
I went with January, yeah. I went with January instead of Porch. I don't know why. It was just, that's the one I wanted to put out first. And I hated it. It's like, bro, you could have been so much.
You didn't like the song?
Not the song. It's like, it's certain parts in the song, like you might not notice it, but one of the parts in the song, I ran out of breath. And
you ran out of breath a few times on that track.
Like I really, really ran out of breath. Like I hear it. And that's like one of the main parts.
That's the thing you said. Speaking of breath, you said something about breath. Like you can tell, like the growth of, like, I mean, it ain't been
that long
enough for you to, I guess, really say growth.
Yeah, I constantly, it's you can say growth because I constantly work at it, and I see the difference from when I wrote January, how I recorded, how I write everything, to now. It's totally different.
So your process changed?
Yes, my process has changed.
So when you wrote January, you tried to go do it all
one time.
At one time. So you tried to do
that whole song all the way through.
Yeah. Chord, verse, straight through?
Like I did the hook. Once I did the hook all the way through, no fuck ups. Then I came with the verse. Then I came with the verse. I heard the noise. And then I came with the verse. And then I came back with the hook. But now I kind of break my songs up when I record. So I do a bar here, 2 bars here. Let me hear how that sound. 2 bars here. Hear how that sound. 2 bars here.
I seen a video. Reggie showed me a video of the baby recording. That's how he record, right? Yeah. That's what you talking about?
Yeah. I had to play the song all the way from the start and go all the way back through it.
And he'll play it and he'll be like, yeah, da-da-da-da is bar. And then he'll be like, play that back. And then you'll hear it. How long does that shit take? That video was like 20 something minutes. I can't watch that shit.
I've gotten, so I record, like this track I'm gonna let you hear after we get done. I recorded the hook. I wrote the hook in an hour. I recorded the hook and it had to be 30 minutes. The verse, I wrote the verse in an hour. I recorded the hook. The hook had to be about 15 minutes. 15 to 20 minutes of me record. So I'm learning how to do it faster.
Start over, say it again.
So the hook to the song that I'm gonna let you hear after this.
Yeah.
I wrote it in an hour. Then I recorded it
in 30 minutes.
30 to 45 minutes. That was one night. The next night I wrote the verse. I did that in an hour and I recorded it in about 15 to 20 minutes.
That's fire. Alright. So then you went from January, then you went to Drip. What was the purpose behind Drip? I feel like you put January out. January was a great song. I really like January. But I feel like you put January out because I feel like we kind of put the fire in your ass.
Yeah, that was a true statement too.
So then from January to Drip, what was different?
I talked to that same cousin that told me that I got a long way to go. You know, put the fire in my ass. I talked to him. He was like, January was hard. He was like, you showing me that you can rap. Like, my older cousins, I mean, I never had a brother, so I look up to them. He was like, you showing me that you can rap. Blase, blase. But anybody can rap. He was like, look at Papoose. It's like Papoose can make a hell of a song, but he can't make a song. He can rap like hell. That might be biased to some people. Some people might think Papoose the best rapper alive. He can make a song like that. But he never had a hit song. So he was like, you got to make a song, something that could go.
Papoose did?
When I say hit song, pump. Like I said, it's biased. But He was like, you gotta have a song. So I came up with Drip. Drip, if you had the clean version for it, it's radio friendly, it's radio ready. The only thing I would do different, like every time I look back on all my songs that I do, only thing I would do differently on that, I would cut the chorus down to 2 times. And I could have put a small little verse at the end.
Okay, so you went from Drip. How long it took you to record Drip? So, how long it took you to record January?
January was down there. Just recording it was almost like 1 hour and 30 minutes. That's just recording, not writing it.
So the whole process that went in January,
Mm.
I guess, how long did that take? From you writing the verse to you putting the verse down?
Cause I wrote the verse and then I took time off from the verse. So I took probably like a week or 2 off from writing the verse. And then I came back to it with a fresh mind. Cause at the same time it was like, okay, I got this content, but I don't want to get dull and say the same thing over the song over and over again. So at that time I put it down so I could let my mind. I ain't gonna say a week or 2. I'm gonna say, like 2 weeks. I'm gonna say about a week, 3 or 4 days. I say 3 or 4 days.
For January. And
yeah. And I come back and I write another part to the verse. But that went on for probably the middle of December till it got close to time to me putting it out.
The middle of January. About a month.
Yeah.
So from January to Drip, did the process stay?
The process was much quicker. Cause I started. I was listening to more beats and stuff. Cause like I said, I had multiple things that I was quote unquote thinking about putting out at the time. So I just got Drip's hook down during the same time I was writing January. So it was a lot quicker. But for Drip, a week and a half from writing the song to recording.
That's lit. So then you went from,
I guess because my confidence was, I put out my first song. It's like a weight off my shoulder.
nah, it's like, let's do it.
Let's do it. Yeah.
And then you went from Drip, you dropped Drip, and then you dropped Animal Freestyle.
Mhm.
And then you went from that to a project.
Mhm.
Is that quick? Is that
Yes.
like a quick process for artists?
Very quick. I didn't give myself. It's everything's learning for me. For me, what I'm seeing now is I didn't give myself enough time to put a project together. Cause putting a project together, it's a beast.
Yeah.
And I only had 7. It was 7 songs.
Yeah, like what was
For me, it's a beast personally. Somebody else, it might be the easiest thing in the world, but for me, that shit.
Wow, what was the biggest challenge for you putting together HRK History Remember Kings, by the way, out now on all platforms. What was the biggest hurdle in making the project as a whole? Or like making your first project? Because like you said, it was a learning experience. So what was the hardest thing you had to overcome?
Getting everything done when I want it done.
So you was impatient?
Yes. So I done got to the point where I'm so impatient that I want to learn how to do it myself. Because I don't want to wait on nobody.
So impatient as far as the getting the mix, to getting the master and all that shit. So how quickly where were you recording the verses at?
My cousins and my uncle house. See, we ain't got all this money to be at no professional. I use what I got. He got a mic, all the proper filters and everything on the mic. He got Pro Tools, everything I need. So monitors, everything, headset, everything I need. So we'll go into his little shed out there. It's closed in, no echo, no noise, no nothing. You got a fridge in there with alcohol. We'll leave the door open and smoke if we want to. But that's where I record at.
So you got your own little.
But if I'm not recording there, like I said, I ain't got no money. I got a mic and I got a laptop and I got a closet. And my closet got clothes in it, so there's no echo.
Word.
But I'm starting to see that quality isn't as good. The mic that I have, it's time to put bread into it. So it's time to get a better mic.
Invest in yourself.
Yeah, invest in myself.
So what's your biggest influence in all of this?
My biggest influence in making music, just expressing myself. Or who inspires me to do music?
However you want to answer it. You can answer it both ways.
So
you can give me both influences.
Okay. Just the creativity in myself, knowing and seeing now as I get older, like, I believe in the whole thing. Everybody has a purpose. It takes time for them. Some people longer to figure out what they're here for or what their purpose is. And it doesn't have to be you're the best basketball player, you're the best rapper in the world, best singer in the world. You could be the best mother. That was your purpose, but it might take you a while to figure that out. I'm starting to see that my gift and my talent was given to me, being able to take words and make a story with it over a beat.
Rapping.
Yeah.
So what's next? Now it's the summertime coming up. We ain't got no summer hit yet. What's next for you? Where that summer hit come from? Relentless?
Yeah. I got a lot of stuff that I'm working on right now. A lot of singles that I'm working on. It's an everyday thing for me now. Like, I'm seeing the potential in myself, so I'm working on something every single day. So I got a couple tracks that I want to push this summer, but I gotta get my name, my face, my brand out there. So people.
Your brand.
Yeah, I'm
What's
a brand.
your brand?
I'm a brand. So
You're
and
a
then
brand.
I created Relentless itself, me as a whole, a person, individual. I'm a brand, but I also created my own. I call it my label, my team. This is my group. It's called So Ambitious ENT.
Word.
Yeah. So I created my brand. I got so much big plans for it.
Word. And how long has this been in? When did you get the idea for a brand? Or did it just something just happen because
No, I see.
it came with the music type thing?
No, I see. Yeah, it was a little portion of that. I had to have something to put my songs out to. I couldn't just put my song out to 123.ent or something like that. If you look at the bottom of Apple Music or something, you can see who the artist put their project out through.
Yeah.
So I mean, I had to have something. I want to have a legit core group that I function with, or a label in sense that I put my music out to. Because if I can get this label going, I can get other people to come in. I also look at these other groups like Dreamville, TDE, stuff like that, MMG, groups of people like that. Why can't I be the first to kind of start that up in the Charlotte area? You know, get some people to rock with me.
And
It's my team.
everything.
But it doesn't have to be connected to just music, you know? It's a whole brand here.
So what else would you, I guess, just like other...
Fashion, you know. I got other people signed to the brand, makeup artists to my brand. Yeah, I'm part of So Ambitious ENT. Stuff like that. It doesn't have to just be correlated to music.
And that's lit.
Yeah.
That's lit.
But the main focus for me, I'm starting it. We're gonna be known for music. Yeah.
Cause you the head honcho.
Head honcho. But I mean, if it progresses to something like something bigger than music, just overall like a real legit label that signs every, artist, just artists in general, then I'm cool with that. So they can showcase their talent.
Word, my good brother. Well, I'll be keeping up with you. I appreciate you for spending some good time with me, man.
Yeah, man. Always a pleasure. God keep me back so I can come back too.
Like, comment, subscribe, guys.
Follow me at So_Relentless. Like he said, HRK History Remembers Kings is out now. All music platforms, Tidal, Spotify, everything. You can also follow my my label, So Ambitious ENT. Everything all together, one word for that. And yeah, man, be on the lookout for the next hit. It's coming.
Yeah, I got the drip. Bye out.